So what have you been up to lately?
Oh, I've just been reading a lot actually, studying heaps, so
Oh, that's great. I'm really impressed that you're studying.
yeah.
What are you studying?
Oh, just a lot of different authors, a lot of different concepts and philosophies. I'm really, taking them all in and digesting them and seeing who's saying what.
Okay, that's the usual approach to study, is it?
Yeah, you got to read everyone these days, because a lot of so much great stuff out there. I really like to read what everyone's saying and thinking.
So where are you taking all this?
Well, basically I just take it in, and when I work with someone, if I remember what someone wrote, I do what they said, and then if I get another situation that's a bit different, I do what they said, someone else says, and I just, I use their experiences. And
So next year when you read something new, you just do it?
if it sounds good, yeah.
And last year, if you read something good, you just did it?
Yeah, if everyone was doing it, yeah. I didn't want to be left behind. See, the world's moving so fast, I don't want to get left behind what everyone else is doing.
So how do you know who to read?
Well, they're all the top guys are online. I mean, they're out there. You just what everyone else is reading, what everyone else is doing.
So how do you know what they know what they're talking about?
Oh, they must. I mean, they're being published in articles and stuff. I mean, they're working with good people and that.
So which author is the person you study the most?
Joe Bloggs, but I get most of the stuff from him, but there's a few others out there too that I...
So you're probably studying quite a few people equally?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, you got to keep abreast with things.
So how far do you advance in their theories?
Well, I guess they put everything out there that they know, so I'd know most of their work.
Ah, so you've been to seminars as well?
If they come to town, they're close by and they're cheap enough, I go.
Oh, so you've never really mastered one particular theory of training or approach?
Not really, no. I try to keep doing what everyone else is doing.
A bit of everything.
Yeah.
So when you write a program for somebody, what's it based on?
Oh, just all the information that I've got. A lot of science, a lot of research.
Is it ever based on your own conclusions?
I'm probably too busy reading other people's conclusions to create my own.
And what about ones that don't have scientific references in, or do you only read the ones with science in it?
Oh no, I read a bit of both, but I like to back it up with science.
So how important to you is it that there's a science, say a quote, a reference journal or an article?
It's not everything, but it rates right up there with oxygen.
And would you dare to use a training method if there wasn't a sort of research paper that had been published that claimed to have something to do with it?
Oh no, I'd go out on a limb and I'd do it a little bit, but I'd want to have... A lot of other people want to be doing it so they know it's right.
And when you see research articles, how do you know that the research articles are relevant? Or that the article was ever really, the research was ever conducted, that wasn't just made up?
Well, I just assume that it's done because it's on the paper.
Oh, okay. So what's the next one you're going to do and why?
The next one...
Next seminar you're going to? What are you going to study next?
There's one coming up soon that's pretty close to me. The guy's coming to my hometown and it's cheap. And it's, I'm free that day, so I haven't got too much on, so it's not too much of a hassle to get there, so I'll probably get there.
And what about continuing education points? Does it have, is it give you continuing education points?
Yeah, I wouldn't go otherwise, yeah.
Oh, okay. And is it an accredited course?
I think so. I think it is accredited.
Would you go to one that wasn't?
I don't know, if it was, maybe if it was convenient, like really convenient and fit for me, and I had the time and I had the money and all that, yeah, I might, and it's in my area, I might go.
So you've obviously studied a lot of people. Have you done any research into the people to find out a bit of their background?
No, not really.
Oh, you ever met many of these people?
No, I've just read about them.
And yet you base all your professional work on things you've read by people you've never met and know nothing about?
Oh, they've written good stuff.
Oh, okay. And is that what you think, or is that because most people think that?
Well, I thought it was pretty good, but everyone else thinks it, so...
So would you ever do anything that if other people weren't doing it?
Well, when you put it that way, maybe not.
So just to sum it up, You study a lot of different people because they sound good and because everyone else does. You don't know anything about them, background, and you haven't met most of them.
Yep.
And yet that influences the majority of what you do on a professional day-to-day basis.
Pretty scary when you say it like that.
Very interesting.